Okay, I want you guys to get results, so I'm going to get straight into this video and give you what the secret formula that worked for me in my own life to get me from where I was in the past to where I am now and growing. I'm Karina. I'm a health coach, and I've been doing YouTube for a while. I make videos on health, self-development, leveling up, nutrition. I'm going to start making more content about nutrition. Let me know what you guys want to see regarding health and nutrition with that aspect. But today's video is about how to actually transform and change your life with real results. The real results are me. The real results are the people and the mentors that I've learned from. And you are now the continuation. You will be the real results ongoing. If you just develop and then stay, that's where equilibrium happens. Same thing with your bank account. If it just stays, that's where depreciation happens. You can't just stay in one spot. You have to always keep moving. But I'm going to start from the basics, okay? So let's pretend this is going to work at any stage that you're at. The things I'm going to talk about have helped me change my mindset, number one, made me work out, be physically active, motivated me to genuinely be on top of my fitness. And I don't have a gym membership. I work out from my living room. I have a yoga mat and I work out right there. Number three, it helped me with my mental clarity, because stress, depression, all of this stuff that's weighing us down is real, and you have to literally act against it, almost like you're in a river's flowing this way and you want to stop yourself from flowing with that river. The flowing, just picture anxiety and depression and just mental illness, basically mental inclarity. Let's just call it mental dis-ease. Dis-ease is just without ease in the body. So some type of dis-ease or condition or something that you're dealing with, just any, if you would like to say it, disclarity in the mind, pushing you this direction. Instead of just fighting against this wave, you can just become stronger and stronger. So it just becomes easier and easier to fight the current. Think of it like that. I'm going to give you the practical steps. Practical steps don't work for everybody. Some people just want to go with the flow, feel it out, hear what I have to say, take what they want. If you want to do that, absolutely. But if you want to follow the practical steps, I'm going to lay them out for you in this video so you can follow them all and, you can get a feel for what I've done and what worked for me, okay? Number one is you have to know what you want, okay? An easy way to do that, get out a piece of paper and write your dream day, the entire, from start of the day to the end of the day, every single part, like a full routine. How do you wake up? What time do you wake up? What does that look like? Where are you, first of all, write it out. You can either sit, visualize it, close your eyes, visualize it, then write it down, or you can just write it down, visualize it after. You want to feel, how does that day feel? What does it look like? What does it sound like? Are you right by the beach? You hear the waves crashing? Do you hear oh, your future kids running around? What do you want to hear? Okay, what do you want to see? So many things you can incorporate into this. Either way, make sure you have a vision and it's written down. If you want to take it a step further, you know what to do. The vision boards, things I've talked about in here, the scripting, writing it all down, stuff like that. You can make it into a journal entry. You can make it into a whole bunch of things, affirmations, prayers. But this is the main thing, bare bones, the bare minimum of what you're going to do is this. Write out the dream day, okay? Number two, incorporate as many of those things that day. Let's say you wrote on that list, wake up at 7 a.m. Well, if that's your dream day, why are you not doing that right now? It's as simple as just being how do I incorporate more of this into my day? I promise you, even if you don't start incorporating it all, just writing it down, this first step of just writing out the dream day will help you so much, because at least now you know what your exact dream day looks like and you've written it out. And you're going to start to see in your subconscious mind, just writing it out will do the subconscious work behind the scenes, and it'll start building out parts. Little tiny parts are going to come together in the behind the scenes that are going to start building up that day. Slowly. Obviously, it's so much better if you put in the work, but there is an aspect of just sitting there and letting just the subconscious mind kind of work, and that's where your vision boards work, right? You pay attention and you see what you think about. So if you think about your dream life a lot, visualizing a lot, you start to see things and figure out where, oh, I can do that. I can do that. That fits exactly into my schedule. That's exactly what I wanted to do. You're picking up on things. This is where it's critical to act delusional and act like you already have this dream day. Act like you already are your dream self. This is where you're bridging the gap. It's a loophole. This is you. This is the dream life. There's this middle part here that you just think that there is, this big gap in the middle. Just bridge it. Like, just break the gap. Just loophole it. Okay, the next thing I want you guys to do, and the best thing that works to transform your life, is you need to know what to transform. You need to figure out, what are the pain points? What are the trigger points? What are your, like, so-called lows or cons or downfalls? Make sure you know what those are, so then you're able to actually work through them. So the easiest thing you can do is write them on a paper and then say, how am I going to overcome this? Let's say the first one on the list is, I'm lazy. Well, how are you going to overcome that? Make a plan for that. Let's say the next one is, you have a bunch of sugar cravings. What is your plan to combat this? Let's say your next one is, you have anger issues. You blow up. What is your plan to combat this? There's so many resources out there. You can watch my videos. I have so many videos, coping mechanisms and stuff. You can even ask ChatGPT, how do I combat this? How do I combat sugar cravings? There's so many things you can do. Pick up some cloves, put them in some water, drink that all day. There goes your sugar cravings, okay? It's as simple as that. You just figure out something that works, try it. Doesn't work, ditch it, do something else until it works, okay? Next, this is where you have to actually take the action steps. Actually take the action steps. There's a lot of writing down, journaling, visualizing that you can do, but it's actually the action steps that are going to push you further, because the action steps are going to make your body and your subconscious mind think, oh, it's already here. Everything I already wanted is already here. Whether this is something that you want, like material things, or it's just the better version of you that you want. And this is where self-development is. Self-development is not just a concept, it's an action. It's a lifestyle. It's what you're actually doing in your everyday life. Next thing I want you guys to understand is that if you give yourself a year to do something, it's going to usually take a year. And if you give yourself a month to do that exact same task, it's usually going to take you a month to do that task. So stop making goals such a long, timeline. Think of a goal and then think, oh, what's the fastest I can complete that? Sometimes it genuinely is a day and you think you need a week. Sometimes you'll have those days that surprise you where you're like, oh my gosh, I actually finished everything I wanted to do and more. I'm actually capable of doing so much more than I thought. Okay, so test your limits and squeeze those goals to shorter timelines. This is what's going to make you act. This is what's going to make you move, is because there's going to be a sense of urgency. Have a sense of urgency, because if you have no sense of urgency, there's no one telling you get this done, there's not really going to be like a action. There's less likely to be an action, rather than if you have a sense of urgency, like, no, my goal was to get this done tomorrow. Like, by tomorrow I wanted to get this done, no matter what it takes. Now you're gonna think, okay, well, I don't want to stay up all night to do this, so I'm gonna get this done. The next thing I want for you guys is to understand that small problems cannot be your big problems. If someone gets your order wrong, someone didn't text you back, if a family member said something rude, if anyone said something rude, or let's say you embarrassed yourself in public, you feel like you did something cringy, or somebody rejected you, these are small problems. You cannot let those be big problems. I want you to genuinely close your eyes and sit right now and think, like, does my higher self, does the best version of me consider these problems to be big? Does my higher self and my better version, does these problems take up this much energy in their space and in their mind, in their life? I know, I guarantee you, there's so many problems that you think, like, oh my gosh, my higher version, would never even worry about this. They would never even lose sleep over this or waste energy with this. You can't be operating on that scale. Small problems cannot be in your headspace. They cannot be in your point of view. That is what's going to clear the space for other things so that you're able to focus your attention on the things that actually matter. And you hear this all the time, but it takes one time for you to hear it from somebody else. Hopefully it's going to be this video where it actually sticks and you actually say like, okay, wow, I'm actually going to shift my mindset on this. And I'm going to reevaluate what I'm worrying about and what I'm focusing my attention on. I promise you, it is so worth it. There's so many things that I know that you feel this like sense of like, no, but it's not right. I need to focus on this, or I cannot let this go. But I promise you, like, this energy that you're spending on this section, these small problems, like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth, like, your greatest good. Like, you do not want this for yourself. The best version of you is not worried about this. I promise you. So it's about this I don't care mindset for the things that do not matter. Okay? Caring is really important, but for certain things. There's people in this world that are caring about all of the wrong things and then not caring at all about things that really matter, okay? You want to definitely have some decisiveness and discernment about which ones matter and which ones don't matter. That will quite literally push you into the direction that you want to be in, because it's genuinely making your mind free for the things that actually matter. I promise if you just shovel all that away, now your mind's like, okay, well, what is there to focus on now? I don't focus on those small things. Now what can I focus on? Sometimes in something, you're focused on the 80% that's bringing you the 20% results, but you need to be focused on that 20% of what you're doing that's bringing you the 80 results. Go look into the 80-20 principle. Really important concept. And this all comes down to my little principle of solve it quickly or forget about it even quicker. You either solve something really quickly. Sometimes there genuinely is like a little disrespect that you need to solve. They need to handle, they need to confront, okay? Solve it quickly. Don't think about it for weeks, okay? And like, don't have this running on your mind. Like, it's wasting your energy and it's harboring inside yourself. This is not the way to go. I promise you that. This is not the way to go. You're gonna be developing things. Things manifest into physical ailments, okay? So as soon as something comes up, you feel like you wanna solve this, it's something kind of small, you just wanna get it out of the way. Solve it quickly or forget about it even quicker. If it's not worth it, forget about it even quicker. Brush it off. Because if you harbor it and you keep it, it's really doing you a disservice. Okay, that's all I want to say for today. Thank you guys for watching. Before I go, we are doing group coaching, guys. So if you guys want to join group coaching with me, we're going to do it online, virtual group coaching, a big group coaching container. Go on my website. You can either put your details in on the contact page, or you can put them on my Instagram, DM me, and I'll put you on the wait list. And we're going to be opening that up soon. So definitely get in on that. And it's a way to have a community of like-minded people and grow together and be held accountable and have the support that you want. So that's it for me, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.